Alright, let's talk icons. This is Patrice Evra. Football legend known for his incredible career and that famous catchphrase,
I love this game!
just an undeniable energy. But today, we're not pitchside. We are in Shenzhen, China, a city that breathes technology and innovation. And we are here because Patrice Evra is embarking on a pretty wild journey, becoming an AI. Now, when you think creating a human AI, you might picture giant scanners, motion capture suits, maybe laser beams. Well, the first step we witnessed was surprisingly grounded. It involved meticulously taking high-resolution photographs of Patrice, every angle, every smile, every thoughtful look, captured in incredible detail. But don't let that simplicity of this part fool you. These aren't just headshots. Each photograph is packed with data, subtle textures, the way light hits his skin, the unique shape of his features. This is the raw material, the initial data harvested for building his digital twin. The real heavy lifting, the mind-bending complexity, happens after these images are captured deep within the algorithms and data centers. But it still leads to those huge questions. Why do this? Why try to digitally replicate a person? And if it starts with just photos, how does that transform into an interactive AI agent? To really understand the why behind this ambitious project, it felt right to ask the man himself.
Hey Patrice, welcome back to Hong Kong. Kind of curious what brings you back here. What's your mission?
Last time was for meet and greet with the fan, but this time is more business related, and especially AI. I think technology is the future. I need to go to Shenzhen and to talk with the people from AI if we can develop, my own AI, because I can't be, everywhere. So it will be amazing. For example, I'm working with Staynex, maybe create a AI traveler. But always the AI or whatever the project, I have to share my value and something I'm passionate about it. That's what I will get involved. Why Staynex? Because it's traveling. I'm always on the plane.
Yes,
like even my brother, they say, Patrice, you live in the airport now.
Yes.
This is my new place. So that's why this project works.
So having like an AI Patrice agent is more like, oh, my friend wants to book like a travel to Hong Kong, and then they don't know anything about the culture here, the weather here, but like talking to like a chatbot, particularly a Patrice chatbot, it's like much more friendly, it's
more friendly, much maybe fun. You can create so many things with the AI. When I was singing in Cantonese, it was just amazing.
Yes, I know. It was pretty fun, right? Basically, it's about being useful and fun, grounded in his real passion. So the core idea remains potent. Take a world-renowned traveler, start capturing his essence, even if step one is just incredibly detailed photos, and aim to build an AI travel assistant unlike any other. Like, imagine an AI that could parse all that and execute the bookings. That would be a game changer. That's the vision they're shooting for, even if we can't see it in actions just yet. But hold on, is this just a fancy chatbot? What makes an AI agent different? To get my answer, I asked this question to the co-founder of Ada and see what his perspective is about.
Large language models are like the brain of AI, right? GPUs need the brain to run. But agents are the execution layer. They're like the hands and feet, right? If you ask the brain a question, the brain will give you an answer, but the brain can't go and press the button on the website to book your trip, right? And the agent can. And that's where you get a distinction between bots and agents, or just LLMs and agents.
All right, so now we know that distinction is crucial, which is to act as your personalized travel planner. So we have the why from Patrice and the what, this vision of a proactive AI travel agent. But let's go back to the how. If the initial data capture looks surprisingly straightforward, like just photos and likely separate voice recordings, where does all the AI magic actually happen? Well, this is where it gets incredibly complex.
So we are officially in Shenzhen,
We are heading to the AI labs right now, and Patrice is gonna be there because I've never seen an AI labs before, and I'm really curious what sort of equipment and scanning process and make this AI agent really do sound like Patrice Evra. I'll catch you guys in a bit.
My name is Valency, and I'm mainly focused on this project called Cephalon. And we are a company building AI GC applications, as well as a DP network, providing a huge amount of GPU power.
So I wonder what is the process like, and what's the idea behind this?
To make a AI avatar, we're gonna have to build a model, a 3D model. I mean, any 3D model, they have to chat with the clients. So in order to make this 3D model responsible, so we will make a AI chatbot for him. And in this specific area, it's called an AI agent. And any AI agent, they could respond or answer the questions just like the person, him or herself. So in order to make that, we have to train the agent based on some kind of data.
Turns out those detailed photos, they are just the starting point. Techniques like photogrammetry construct a highly detailed 3D model of Patrice's face, the visual foundation. And that's just the look and sound. The brain, that's another layer.
Hey, from my guy, hey! Apparently I am the nightmare of any doctor now.
It starts with a powerful foundation large language model or LLM, but a generic LLM doesn't sound or act like Patrice Evra. So the team has to fine-tune it relentlessly, overlay his personality signature onto the AI's conversational abilities.
We use DeepSeek as the base model. We will make an agent on top of DeepSeek. So as I mentioned, that is called the agent layer, and that's because training any agent, it depends on the base model. So in this case, in the Patrice case, we majorly will use DeepSeek as the base model and use our own algorithm to train the agent layer of the model.
Now, building these components, getting the voice right, making the facial animations look natural, syncing everything up, it requires constant testing and experimentation. And guess what? The team sent me one of their experiments. Honestly, I did not see this coming.
I built it, couldn't build so come on, thought I would fully hit you.
Like, wow. This is AI Patrice singing I Believe, the famous Korean ballad. Definitely unexpected. But putting the surprise aside, think about what this actually demonstrates from a technical perspective. Like, this is a stress test. How well can the AI-generated voice carry a tune, convey emotion, hit different notes, all while supposedly sounding like Patrice? How accurately can the 3D facial model be animated to match the lyrics, what we call lip syncing? Can it generate plausible facial expressions that match the mood of the song? Getting this right is incredibly difficult. So while AI Patrice singing ballads isn't exactly the core foundation of a travel agent, these kinds of tests are vital steps. They push the technology, refine models, and help the team build a digital human that is ultimately more believable and engaging, which is crucial for the final version of an interactive travel companion. So it's a fascinating glimpse into the building blocks, but now let's back to the bigger picture, the agent part, like building the software pathways that would allow the AI to securely access your calendar, connect to Staynex booking systems, all things that require intricate coding and robust security. So while the starting point might be a camera in a room, the journey involves layers upon layers of data science, machine learning, software engineering, and artistic interpretation. The real complexity isn't in giant machines, it's in the code and the data. So where does this leave us? Will we all soon have personalized AI agents? Well, the potential is definitely there. But the journey from concept, starting perhaps surprisingly with simple photographs and leading to experimental stages like AI singing, to a fully functional, reliable, and trustworthy AI agent is long and incredibly complex. Building AI Patrice is a massive undertaking. What struck me wasn't flashy hardware, but the sheer scale of the computational and creative challenge. We didn't see a finished agent ready to book flights today, and we saw some surprisingly details like singing AI. But we saw the blueprint, the ambition, and the fascinating complex process unfolding behind the scenes. Sometimes the most revolutionary tech starts with the simplest steps, involves unexpected experiments, but leads to extraordinary places. So this project or others like it are pushing boundaries. Whether AI Patrice becomes our go-to travel buddy or karaoke partner remains to be seen, but the quest to build it is definitely reshaping our relationship with technology.